Could you tell me about the upcoming documentary screening on campus?
Sure. Albie Sachs is one of the most famous persons who was involved in the struggle against apartheid in South Africa. So he was a lawyer who started to defend some of the ANC members, that's the African National Congress, who were struggling against the white apartheid government. And eventually he got arrested several times and fled the country and went to live in Mozambique. And while he was in Mozambique, first he was in England, then he moved to Mozambique. While he was in Mozambique, the apartheid government planted a bomb in his car. It blew him up, but fortunately he lived. He lost an arm and one of his eyes, but he survived that attack. Ultimately, after the end of apartheid, he returned to South Africa, was appointed by President Mandela to the Constitutional Court. That's the highest court in South Africa. Became a very prominent member of the court and has written many books and articles about the law and about human rights. So he's a very, very interesting speaker, and this film, this documentary, recounts aspects of his life and his role in both the struggle against apartheid and the drafting of the South African Constitution, because he was one of the major drafters of that Constitution.
And he's coming to campus.
And he's coming to campus.
When is that?
He'll be here. He's actually arriving on October 12th. But there will be a screening of his film at the Ragtag on the night of October 12th, but there's only a limited number of tickets available for that. Most of them have already been handed out. And then there will be a second showing of the film at the law school at 3 o'clock on the 13th. And at that point, he and the filmmaker, who happens to be an American lawyer, who's left being a lawyer and is a filmmaker, she will be here, and both Albie Sachs and Abby Ginsberg is her name, will be available to answer questions about the film after the showing.
Who's allowed to attend?
Well, unfortunately, there's only a limited number of seating, but it's first come, first serve. So there's about, I think, 90, almost 100 seats in Classroom 6. So that film will be available to whomever comes. And then there's more of an opportunity to see Albie speak on Monday night, October 13th. He will be giving a talk as part of the Chancellor's Distinguished Speakers Series at Bush Auditorium. That's over in the Business School at 7:30. And that room is a lot larger, so over 300 people can fit in there. So I would encourage law students in particular, but all students would be interested in listening to him. The title of his talk is going to be Confessions of an Activist Judge, and he will talk about his life as a judge and some of the decisions that he wrote when he was a member of the Constitutional Court.